Yeah, and we are now live. Hello, good evening, everybody. We're now live with our um, free fast track to online freelancing part 4, and we're talking about how to best handle client interviews. And if you can hear me, guys, if you can see me, please let me know in the comments. I'm checking the comments here on my cell phone just to make sure everything is going smoothly. Hello, Josie. Hello, Totet. May gabi. Hello, Joel, Ivy, Olivia, Grace, Al, Joel, Geraldine, Goldlyn, Genicel. Can you guys, is everything okay? Audio, video, everything okay? We're actually here in Manila. We just landed a few hours ago, so we're a bit tired because tomorrow we have the workshop with PayPal talking about work and life balance as a freelancer. So if you're going tomorrow, I'll be glad to see you in person, not just online, diba? Kasi iba naman in person, right? All right. Yes. Hello. Good evening. Where was it? Edward, Lynn, Gomez, Gigi, Beth. Yes. Hello. Okay. Here we are. Okay. So let's. I'll go ahead and get started, guys. We have a pretty lengthy webinar today. So I'll just go ahead and dive right in. If you have any questions, please type them in the comments, and we'll be asking them at certain times during the webinar. Okay, I won't get to them immediately, but I'll be answering them later. Okay, you got it? All right. Okay, so just as a reminder, if you've attended all four sessions, you're going to be getting the Freelancing Toolkit absolutely for free, which will include the getting started checklist, pros and cons, as well as a summary of everything we've talked about during this 4-week training. So don't forget to fill in the attendance sheet at the end of this session. It's going to be at the very end of the session. So stay, don't drop off, and fill in the attendance sheet. Also, you will get your certificate of completion. You're going to get that for attending all 4 sessions. But even if you didn't attend all 4 sessions, you're still learning a lot, right? Okay. Oh, by the way, guys, if if you've learned a lot through this and you have friends who you want to introduce to online freelancing, I highly recommend and I want to ask you to go ahead and share this free webinar training. So hit that share button. I'd be very happy if you do so. Okay, just a quick recap of what we talked about during this 4 weeks, and this is the 4th week. Well, first week it was intro to online freelancing. Next was discovering the skills that you can offer, how to get your first job even without experience. And this week we're talking about handling client interviews. The first week we covered what is online freelancing, the truth and myths in online freelancing, the tools you need, who are your clients, and if you need perfect English to be a freelancer. Week 2 we talked about the niche, the skills that you can offer, how much you should charge, what if you're not a techie, and how you can build a portfolio even if you have no experience. That was a great lesson right there. Week 3, which was 2 weeks ago, last week we took a break, so 2 weeks ago, we talked about where you can find online jobs. Is it really getting competitive? How you create a profile, how you write a cover letter, and the common mistakes when writing cover letters. And this week, this is the final week of this training, so I hope you guys are excited to hear what we're going to talk about today. We're talking about how you can prepare for interviews, the power words, the scripts that you can use to appear confident, how you receive payments from online clients, the common scams and how to avoid them, and what is coming up next for you. Once again, at the end, you're going to get the Freelancing Toolkit and the certificate of completion. Just fill in, of course, all 4 attendance sheets, and even if you didn't attend all 4, it would be great if you still fill in the attendance sheet. We still have a bonus for you, okay? It's a secret bonus for you, even if you just attended the 4th week. So even if you just attended today, please fill in the attendance sheet, okay? All right, so this is the coverage for today. Are you guys ready? Are you ready? Let's see. No, it's just I'm gonna take a few seconds for this to load. Yeah, you do have a secret bonus. Yes. Okay. you guys are ready. You guys are ready for this, huh? Ready to handle client interviews. So first of all, we're talking about preparing for interviews. And when we're talking about client interviews, interviews are scary, right? Who here is scared of interviews? Let me know in the comments. Who here is scared of those client interviews, of appearing in front of clients with a video call, or even if it's just an audio call? Who here is scared of the client interviews? Have you ever experienced that? You got an interview, the client scheduled an interview with you, and then because you were so scared, you didn't show up. Have you ever experienced that? Even myself, at times I'm scared of interviews. I've gone through, it's scary, right? I've gone through that, and a lot of our students have gone through that as well. But even though we're scared of client interviews, there are ways to prepare. And they won't totally make you, eliminate your fear. You will still be scared, but at least you'll be a little bit more prepared. So you hopefully you won't feel as scared. Oh, me all the time, me nervous all the time. It happens talaga. All right. So preparing for interviews. So we have several areas that we want to prepare for, that you can prepare yourself when you're preparing for interviews. First of all is the technology. Next are your own skills. Next is your English, and then the mindset and behavior. Okay. And once you've prepared in these 4 areas, you're gonna be like this girl. You're gonna be so excited to get those interviews and then get hired, because it's interviews are important for you to get hired. So we have to go through the interview, even though we don't like them. We have to go through these interviews, and then you'll be very excited to start working and start earning online. Even if it's not your first time, but you'll still be excited to earn and get more jobs and work online. Okay, now first of all, we have the technology. So how do we prepare in terms of technology? First of all, we have your computer. Okay, we talked about this in week 1. You should have a computer, and you should have internet. The faster your internet, the better. Also, you should have backup internet. This is important. Kasi diba, PLDT, there was the time, the past month, that it was down a lot, and then Globe also has mga problems. So you should have internet and backup internet pa, whether through your cell phone or another service provider. We recommend having a webcam and a headset. For the webcam and headset, you don't need to have an expensive webcam and yung fancy that has noise cancelling and all that, unless you're taking in calls. You can even just use your cell phone. Because if all you need your webcam and headset is for mga client interviews, you can use your cell phone. The cell phone has a camera, and then you can just plug in your headset that comes with the cell phone and use that. Important also is the non-distracting background and good lighting. Okay, so we'll yung mga technical stuff, we won't go over them. We talked about this in week 1, but we'll go over yung environment. Okay, so when it comes to the environment, what are we talking about when it comes to environment? What are we talking about here? So we want an environment, meaning yung paligid mo, yung what's around you, to have minimal background noise. Okay, minimal background noise, minimal interruptions, and minimal visual noise. But you shouldn't have yung mga roosters in the background. This is parang a stereotype sa mga Filipinos who go in interviews that the roosters are in the background, like tugtugaok. I don't know what it is in Tagalog. Tugtugaok in Bisaya when they make that noise. So minimal background noise as much as possible, diba? Kasi sometimes you can't eliminate it talaga, diba? If there are buses or trains or traffic in your area, Yeah, but there are car noises. Sometimes there are chickens, there are pigs, there are dogs, and we can't totally eliminate them. But as much as possible, you want to be in a place na minimal yung background noise. If there's a place near your house na parang isolated, not as many windows or the noise can't come in, as much as possible, you want to have the minimal background noise. Also, minimal interruptions. Okay, so if you have children, they shouldn't be running around back and forth. That's also visual noise in the background. They shouldn't be running towards you. You should set expectations with if you're at home with your family na itong time na to, this is for an interview and you parang do not disturb ka. Tiktilaok. Okay, thank you. That's what you call it. Tuktagaok in Bisaya. Tiktilaok sa Tagalog. So minimal interruptions and minimal visual noise. Okay, for those interviews, that's important. The first impression you make with a client is going to last. Okay, so you don't want to make a bad first impression. There are so many distractions around you. As much as possible, you want to have a good first impression. So even these little things, and sometimes we think these are small things lang, but they make an impact sa first impressions mo. And sabi ng Acts, first impressions last. So we want to make that a good first impression. Okay. So that's this is the non-distracting background, the environment. Also, when it comes to lighting, okay, you don't want to be like this guy. I know it was Halloween last week, but you don't want to look scary in front of your clients, diba? Parang yung lighting na sa baba. You should have good lighting. Like here, I have lighting above and in front of me. As much as possible, your lighting should be somewhere parang in front of you and facing you. Ganon. Hindi sa likod, di ba? Like when you take a picture, di ba? What do you call that? Parang against the light. Yeah, against the light. You don't want to be against the light. You don't want to have the lighting directly below you or directly, parang like here. Okay, so here it would be facing you, something like that, as much as possible. So when you have your interview, you want to position yourself. So we talked about environment. Position yourself sa environment, not too noisy. If you're against the wall, even better, like this here, against the wall, para hindi distracting if there are people behind you. And yung lighting as much as possible. Lighting is important. Once again, you don't want to show up parang Halloween sa client. Okay, so regarding the skills, okay, skills are something you should prepare for as well. But let's do a quick review muna to lay a foundation before we proceed. So in week 2, we talked about how you can be a freelancer even if you're new to online world, diba? As long as you're able to do the work listed in the client's description, you'll be fine. As long as you're able to do the work that's listed there, you'll be fine. And the most important thing is that you can communicate this in your cover letters. We talked about this a week 3. So parang review lang to during your conversations with clients. And if you need to learn the skills, parang I know a program, yung VA Bootcamp, where you can learn the skills for you to start as a freelancer or virtual assistant. So also English. In week 1, we said that you don't need perfect English. We are Filipinos, and as Filipinos, we're mostly magagaling mag-English compared sa ibang lahi, di ba? Kaya nga, we're very effective as OFWs, right? I've been an OFW before, so I know from experience. And when it comes to English, as long as you can read and you can understand English instructions and you can follow instructions, di ba? Follow instructions step by step lang and express yourself in English, you can be a freelancer. All right? Oh, it's here, yeah. As long as you can read and understand and execute the instructions, you can be a freelancer. You don't need perfect English to be a freelancer. Now, it's okay. We'll talk about the interviews. We're going back to the interviews. More than your skills, okay? More than your background, diba? Because when we talked about you being or us being scared, diba, sa interviews, hindi naman yun sa background, hindi naman yun sa lighting. These are important, right? These are important. They will kind of give you confidence and kind of make you feel more comfortable. But what's the most important when it comes to the interviews is actually your mindset and your behavior. Okay, your mindset and your behavior. So it's all in the head. Parang yung mindset mo and how you behave, how you portray yourself sa potential clients mo. So first of all, we want na your mindset and your behavior is positive no matter what the outcome. Okay, this is important. Yung before you even start interview, kasi yung iba naman before the interview they think, ay, hindi naman ako matatanggap nito, and then they feel very negative and they say, oh sir, like, you know, and parang when you have that kind of behavior and you have that kind of mindset na negative na parang, I can't get this, hindi ko naman kaya yung trabaho nito, makikita naman ni client yun. And who will want to hire somebody na will say, oh, okay sir, parang hindi ko naman kaya gawin yun. The client will feel it and they'll be able to tell na parang negative yung behavior and they won't want to hire. So before you start the interview, what I would recommend is that you just take some time na you close your eyes and just think positively. Na no matter what happens, you remain positive. And what do I mean by this? Na no matter what the outcome. So if you get hired, yay, you're very happy. Yeah, you know, of course, that's what you wanted. But even if you don't get hired, you're still happy. You're still happy because you can learn, especially if you can learn why you didn't get hired. And then in the future, you can improve yung next interviews mo. It took me a few times of going through interviews before I first got hired. And I've been declined actually uncountable times, baka more than 100 na times na I've been declined. So it's okay to be declined. What's important is that you learn why and then you improve the next time. You improve the next time so you have a bigger chance of getting hired. Okay, so mindset and behavior, first of all, we want you to be positive. We want you to be positive, very, very important. Okay, so a scenario for you here. Who of you here are parents? We have a lot of parents here, right? Who are watching this right now. So, yeah, we have a lot of parents here. Maybe your kid is a baby, like the one in the picture, or maybe malaki na, and they're in high school or something like that. But a lot of the people, well, I don't have kids yet. A lot of you guys have kids already. Now, if you're going to hire a yaya, diba, for your kids or grandkids, if lola ka na or lolo ka, do you want to hire a yaya who just does their job, diba? So you tell them na wash the dishes, maglalaba, ganun. Do you want a yaya who just gawin ko yun, sir, you know, walang problema, or ma'am, maraming ma'am dito, walang problema, or do you want a yaya who also cares about your kids, okay, who doesn't just bantay sa bata and then manghugas ganun, doesn't just do that, but somebody who cares about their kids. So A or B, which kind of yaya would you hire? Which kind of yaya would you hire? My nose is a bit itchy, but which one? A or B? The one who just does their job or the one who cares about their kids? Also cares about your kids. So doesn't just do their job, but also cares about your kids. B, diba? B. Oh, B, of course, B, right? Because, for example, if your house is on fire, diba? If you're, knock on wood, if your house is on fire, and then yung yaya nasa labas, and then yung anak mo is inside, and then if they're just doing their job, and saying parang, hindi ko naman trabaho yun na to go in the fire and to save your kid. That's not part of the job description. But if they care about your kids, maybe they'll do that, diba? Because they care about your kids. So you definitely want somebody who cares about your kids if you're hiring a yaya. And it's the same when it comes to freelancing. It's the same when it comes to freelancing. With a lot of freelancers, they see the business, diba? They see their client's business. They see where they can help the business, and they think, "Di ko naman trabaho yun, diba? The house is on fire, the business is on fire, and they can save it. They can save, the yaya can save your kid, or the freelancer can save the business. But if they don't care, if they just do their job, gawin lang yung job description, and they don't really care, they're just gonna be, di ko naman trabaho yun. Why should I save the business or save the kid? So, as a freelancer, if you as a parent, you want to hire the person who cares about your kids. And clients, they want to hire freelancers who care about their business. They want to hire freelancers who are caring and helpful. Okay, you care about the business. Of course, you care about the money also, but not so much na parang more than the safety and security of the business. Now, for clients, for business owners, their businesses are their babies. And anyone who has a business here knows na parang it's their baby. They're very proud of their business, and some business owners even love their businesses more than their babies. So, if you're a parent who would hire somebody who cares, clients would hire freelancers who care for their business. So, as a freelancer, you should be caring and helpful. And not in the way na sabihin mo, sir, I'm caring and helpful. I'm very caring and very helpful. Hindi naman sa ganun. Pero, once again, this mindset and behavior, before you even start the interview, you should have this in your head. Parang, okay, I should be positive. I should be caring and helpful. I should care for their business. Kasi makikita naman ni client yun. And same when you're interviewing like ayaya, diba? Parang makikita mo naman yun if they're just after the money, if they're just gonna do the work, or if they actually care about your kids. Clients will see if you actually care about the business. Okay, clients will be able to see that. So, also, talking about yayas once again, you'd rather hire a yaya who gives suggestions also, right? Who cares and is helpful, but also gives suggestions. They say like, parang based on my experience, sa dati kong boss, we used to use silk diapers or whatever. I don't know, mga yaya baby stuff, but you want to hire a yaya who focuses on value, who wants to provide more value in their care for your kid. And the business owners, they want to hire freelancers who show value, who show them that, you want to show them that you bring value to their business, that you can bring more than just yung job description, that you care, that you're helpful, but not just that you care and that you're helpful and that you're positive, but you're focused on bringing value. Paano naman if you care and you're helpful and you're positive, pero wala ka namang value na mabigay sa client? Parang wala lang. You're caring and helpful, pero you don't bring value. You don't help them grow their business. You don't help them make more sales, or you don't help them with their customers. Ganun. Useless lang. You're nice, but wala, you don't bring anything. So show that you can bring value to their business as well. Okay, the next mindset and behavior that I want you to bring into your interviews is to keep things conversational. Keep things conversational. And this is a very big mindset shift. This is a very big mindset shift compared to what we're used to. Kasi in Asia, and this is the same this is the same even in Singapore. Because I worked in Singapore. Now, in the Eastern culture, parang subordinates, meaning superior yung mga bosses, yung mga clients, superior sila compared to the staff, the employees, or freelancers. But in the Western culture, it's a very different feel. Of course, you still respect them as your boss, pero they're more of equals than subordinates. And if you know this TV show, you'll see na parang this is from The Office, one of our favorite TV shows, na comedy. Parang silang equals, in parang they can have normal conversation, but of course you still have respect for your bosses. Not in the this show is a bit different, but you still want to have respect for your boss. Na parang you still follow their instructions, you still do what they ask you to, but you want to keep it conversation. Parang chill lang, parang you're talking to one of your coworkers, mga equal, mga coworkers. And this is a mindset shift that you have to take. What I would recommend is you take note of all these, itong mga mindset and behaviors that you need, and then write them down, and before your interview, review these. Review these. Be positive, be caring and helpful, be focused on value, and to keep things conversational. Now, we talk about value and we talk about being helpful, and we can't, of course, I can't teach you to be caring. I can't teach you to care, but I can just tell you you should be caring. That comes from within, and we can't really, parang, ang deep naman in discussion, we talk about how do you care, but what we can talk about is how you communicate to your clients that you can be trusted. Okay, how you communicate with your clients, and that is called, well, oh, it got cut off here. Positioning. Okay, positioning. Using positive scripts and power words. Positioning, it refers to how you promote and how you portray yourself in an interview with a client. When the client asks, tell me about yourself, and you say, hi, I'm Jason, and I'm new to the online freelancing world, you're already coming from a position of weakness. When you say, I'm new to the freelancing world, parang, wala, bumaba na yung position man, you're coming from weakness. But when you introduce yourself, what you should do is always come from a position of strength, wherein you highlight what you can do to help. Instead of saying, bago lang ako dito, diba? Instead of saying something like that, you can say, hi, I'm Jason, and I will help business owners create their shareable social media posts. Parang ang powerful, diba? So if you compare the two phrases, hi, I'm Jason, and I'm new to the freelancing world. Parang new, you come from a position of weakness, compared to saying, hi, I'm Jason, I help business owners create shareable social media posts. Parang, whoa, that's a very strong position. So you want to use positive scripts and power words, and this is what we're talking about in this section right now. All right. So another example here. If a client asks about software that you're not familiar with. Okay. So if they ask about some things, let's say Buffer. I know a lot of you here, especially if you're a VA bootcamp student, you know about Buffer, but the client asks, hey, have you ever used Buffer before? And for example, hindi ka familiar sa Buffer, what would you say? Well, our recommendation is to say something like this. Okay. Next, I haven't used Buffer specifically, so buffering software, Buffer specifically, but I'm familiar with, let's say, Facebook Scheduler, kasi similar lang sila, similar software. I'm familiar with Facebook Scheduler, which is very similar. I'd be glad to learn Buffer. Okay, so right, instead of saying, no, I'm not familiar with Buffer, parang position, that sounds very weak. And wala lang, I just don't know it. But instead, of course, you still admit, now I haven't used Buffer specifically, but I'm familiar with Facebook Scheduler. Yes, it's important to be honest and say, I'm familiar with Facebook Scheduler, which is very similar. I'd be glad to learn Buffer. Okay, so a very simple script, a very simple phrasing, but it has a very different effect on the client and how you portray yourself, how you position yourself. Now, when you don't know something, what you can tell them. So here's another script for you. When you don't know something, you can say, I don't know much about this, but I can quickly learn and find out. Now, when a lot of the times as Filipinos, it's our culture na it's hard for us to admit when we don't know something. Yeah. It's hard for us to admit when we don't know. Ay, hindi ko alam yun. It's hard for us to say that. But in the Western world, in the Western world, and most of our clients are once again in the Western world, being honest is appreciated because it saves time. It saves and when you're honest, the client will know what to expect from you properly. Okay. Another example is when you're giving them an update. You can say, hi client, this is what I came up with. Let me know if this is what you were looking for or what you meant. Now, are you guys finding these scripts helpful? These sample scripts helpful? Let me know if you find these sample scripts helpful. Some other power phrases that we have that you can use in client conversations and in interviews. Okay, great, very helpful. Yes, thank you for letting me know. Very helpful because it was quiet, so I wasn't sure. Very helpful, yes, okay. So, power phrases that you can use in client conversations. We have 10 here, 10 power phrases. You can say, I'm positive that, not optimistic. I'd be happy to learn more about. And by the way, guys, we're going to send this for the attendees of all 4 weeks. We're going to send this, so don't worry about it. And we shared this in the Flip Facebook group, Freelancers in the Philippines. So please join the Facebook group. We share things like this around every week. Nice. Good to hear. It's very helpful for you guys. Okay, I can definitely help you with. Great. I'm glad to be of help. So just to clarify, and then you insert your clarification. Is that correct? How can I assist you with achieving your goal? Here's a possible solution. I'll look into this and get back to you. That's an interesting idea. I will make sure that this gets sorted out. Now, each of these phrases, we can have separate discussions actually for each of these phrases, but it would take us a very long time if we went through each one. But I do want you to take note of these, if you're watching the replay, you can pause this. And if you're also going to be getting these slides if you've attended these sessions. So you can take note of these. You can even print these out as a reminder, before your interviews, just remind yourself of the behaviors, of the power phrases that you can use in your client conversations. Okay. So we get this question a lot. Okay. How to say no to lowball offers. So what does that mean? What do lowball offers mean? Lowball offers are when a client says, "Oy, will you be able to work for $1 an hour?" Ganun. Or pwede mong gawin yung parang 4-hour task, I'll give you $1 to do it. Parang nakaka-insulto naman, diba? And that's what we call a lowball offer, meaning sobrang baba naman ang offer. So we have a guide here, how to say no to lowball offers politely naman. Okay. So, the white lie is saying, I appreciate the offer. However, after further consideration, I have decided to accept another opportunity which is a closer fit to my career goals. Thank you, and I wish you all the best in the future. But what I would recommend is telling them naman the truth so that they know that their offer is very low and they won't offer it to other people. Diba? So the truth is this one. Okay. As much as I'd like to work on this project, I'm afraid that the price you're offering is substantially below market rate. Given my specific skill set and the value I provide, I will happily do this task for X dollars an hour or a fixed amount. If anything changes with the budget situation, I'd be happy to talk again and be considered for future roles. Thank you and have a nice day. So you can say this, or usually this is in chat when they make that offer. You can just type this if needed. Okay, so we'll stop here for some questions real quick. Let me see. What questions do you guys have so far? We have a few questions here. Yeah, Deborah Torres said, yeah, it's hard for me to say no, so this is how you can say it. And does this help you, Deborah? Let me just look through the questions here, through the comments here, and see if we have any questions. Almira Saura is saying, when they say, tell me about yourself palang, na mental block na. Well, these are some common questions. Diba yung tell me about yourself, ganun. These are common questions. And we have a blog post. I'm sure that, well, Holly can probably post the link sa blog post sa common questions, common interview questions, and yung mga responses that we can give them. We can give clients. We have a blog post about that. So these are common questions. And yung mga common na questions, ito mga paulit-ulit na questions, you can parang prepare yourself. Okay? You can prepare yourself. You can practice your answer a little bit. Pero not so much na parang scripted, actually. Yung iba, I've actually interviewed somebody and then halatang halata na scripted na when you ask them, tell me about yourself. Okay? You can kind of practice a little bit, but remember to be conversational. Even though you practice and you have parang your answers to the common questions, make sure that you're still being conversational at the same time. Elmer saying, thanks Jason for this topic. I'll be having my first interview in a couple of weeks from now. Nice. Congratulations, Elmer. I hope that you get it. And even if you don't get it, remember to stay positive and to learn from it as well. Okay. Now, let me see if you guys have other questions. Otherwise, I'm gonna play something for you here. Okay, wait lang. Let me. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Can you guys hear the beeps? And then I'll let you guys ask questions then. But did you guys hear those beeps? And then I'll play this call for you. So this is a sample call. A sample call of one of our hustle challenge. This is a mock call, a mock sample call. And the hustle challenge has itong mock interviews. So this isn't with a real client. This is with one of our coaches, where we give feedback, where the coaches give feedback to those that are a part of our hustle challenge. The hustle challenge is something not included in the virtual assistant bootcamp. Okay, so I think this is set up so that you can hear it. If not, let me know. Okay, 1, 2, 3, play.
Thank you for sending your application. And just based on the job post on Upwork, well, I did not really specify it there, but I own an online store on shirt printing.
Yeah.
And it started out as a solo business, but it's been expanding for months now, and I really need an assistant to help me out.
Oh, yeah. I can help you with that, ma'am.
All right. That's great to hear that. So tell me more about you. What do you do as a virtual assistant?
I actually a VA for insurance company for about 8 months now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm doing, aside from admin tasks, I'm doing social media work. Like I'm posting on my clients' social media account, Facebook, LinkedIn, Alignable. And I'm also doing graphic design stuff like that. And a simple copy.
Wow, that's great to hear. Social media management and graphics is what I really need right now, actually. Most of the tasks will be around social media management.
I see.
Yeah, most of our customers are, Facebook users, so I just need to constantly post quotes or, random messages on styling on our
Yeah,
Facebook.
I do that.
Oh, great.
Yes.
Great.
Yes.
Let's say I gave you a task and there's a deadline and your computer crashes. What backup systems do you have in place to allow you to continue working?
Yes, I do have. I have my main line, PLDT, and a second line which my sister used. So that will be my second option, just in case something happened to my main line.
So you'll still make sure you meet the deadline, right?
Yes. Your business is the t-shirt printing.
Yeah.
So you do marketing with how do you do the marketing, so that I can be able to have a research in that part.
Oh, sure. Thanks a lot for asking.
Yeah.
So, we do stuff manually, and although we've just recently set up an e-commerce store,
Okay.
yeah,
Great.
we are trying to get our Facebook customers to order from the website, but
Okay.
right now we still have not really placed any, marketing strategies to get them to find our site. So
Okay.
everything's still done manually through Facebook. So yeah, hopefully once we get that part done, then we'll also be needing you to do a couple of online marketing stuff.
Okay, thank you. Because I need to research. I have um I have no idea about. I have an idea about e-commerce, but I haven't handled anything or any clients before with e-commerce industry. So, but I have the professional training about e-commerce, so I can still help you about that.
All right. Well, great to hear. I really like that you asked me that question. Yeah, that is all I need to know for now, Mary Lou. Thank you so much for your time, and I will let you know how it goes in a few days, okay?
You're welcome. Thank you so much as well.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. Bye
Bye-bye.
bye.
Okay, so we had the interview there, and I was saying that you guys were able to hear it properly. Just, well, Nolly, I don't know why, but everyone else says they were able to hear it properly. What are some things that you noticed? Okay, what are some things that you noticed na in the interview? And a lot of you are saying that it's very nice, right? And it is nice, right? And I want you to share it in what you noticed, because when you notice things, diba, that's when you can kind of not naman copy them, but learn from them as well. Diba? Well, from what I noticed is that diba, it wasn't perfect, right? Hindi man perfect yung interview. She was nervous. Yung English niya was very good, pero it wasn't yung sobrang perfect, super perfect. So it wasn't 100% perfect, but it was still very good in my opinion. Even though she was nervous, she still sounded confident, and she sounded comfortable pa rin. Diba? Parang she laughed a lot, which is a sign of being nervous. Pero it's to make yourself. Usually we do that, diba? When we're nervous and we want to be comfortable. We laugh a lot, even though wala namang joke or anything like that, right? And also she was able to show that she cared when she asked questions. That was something that I find very important as well. Okay. So Sheridan, what did you notice? Kasi if you can share it, others can also learn from it, and it will parang be reinforced sa sarili mo din. Yeah, there is. We kind of cut the audio because originally it was 10 minutes. So we ginawa naming 2 minutes just for this session because the actual interview is 10 minutes and we don't want to listen to the whole interview. Maubusan tayo ng oras. Mark is asking, sir, what are the criteria to be hired as a secretary, as a virtual assistant, ang tawag dun, when it comes to online freelancing, Mark? And what I recommend for you, go out, check out our free VA course over freevacourse.com to find out more about yung mga criteria, yung mga skills, and so on. Francisco Katubig, how to ask increase of payment. We won't be able to cover that today. So that's a bit more this is more for parang yung first time these kind of sessions. So we won't be able to cover that today. But we can cover that in the future session. What if you're out and the client suddenly requested for an interview right away? Good question, Alegna. Sometimes, you can tell the client that you're out. Diba? For example, nag-chat lang kayo, like on Skype, and then he wants to interview you, and then parang you're in a coffee shop. You can tell them, hey, I'm in a coffee shop right now. Can we do the interview later? You can just ask them politely. The most important thing is to be honest with them. Diba? You don't lie to them and say, make up an excuse, because that's a tendency of ours. Tell them the truth, and a lot of times they'll understand. Pero sometimes they'll also say, oh, okay lang yan, that's okay. Let's still do it. And if you have an okay internet connection, that's fine, diba? Even if it's noisy, sinabihan mo na yung client. You were honest with the client, and sometimes they're in a hurry, and then they just want to get it over and done with. I've been the client as well, and I know sometimes parang I just want to finish it kahit hindi perfect, kahit may background noise and so on, diba? Because those are things you can't control. She handled her nervousness like a boss. Diba? You can tell she was nervous, but she still did very well. It seems like not a client and applicant talking. Diba? Parang chill lang, diba? And that's what we're talking about. Conversational. It wasn't perfect, but I think it's good enough. Find the sample interview so much helpful. Great to hear. Just like a normal friendly conversation. Exactly. Yumi, nice sample. Zenny, it's a nice natural conversation even though the interview is nervous. Nolly's question, does the interview in voice call or video call? Depends sa client. A lot of clients, they just do voice. Some clients, they also do video because they want to see, they want to see you. Kasi iba naman, iba yung connection when you actually see somebody. That's why I'm showing my face here. And if you're just seeing the slides, parang boring naman, diba? At least, matuwa naman kayo sa mukha ko, right? Okay, Imelda, I noticed that she was very confident about her competencies as a virtual assistant. She was nervous, but she knew, diba? Even though she was nervous, she knew that she had the skills. Yun naman importante, diba? That you, we talked about this earlier, that you know na parang you have the skills to match the job description. I appreciate her frankness in saying she did not actually have experience in e-commerce, but she's willing to learn. Diba? She could have fibbed, she could have lied, but she didn't lie. When yung tinanong ni client, do you have experience in e-commerce? Sabi niya, I don't, but I'm willing to learn. And we had that in parang our sample scripts earlier. Gilmon, ask ko lang if you encountered some husky voice interview, especially Westerner male client. Di ko naintindihan kasi I am requesting to the client that it's better if we can continue the conversation via email. In freelancing world, is this possible? It is possible, pero it might have an impact on the on the impression that you make with a client. On the impression that you make with the client, diba? It is possible to do it through email instead, but it could create a bad impression. She said, I don't know about e-commerce, but she managed to explain it. Yep, very good. And great observations, guys. These things that you noticed, you can also apply them in your own interviews as well. Okay, so this is actually, once again, a sample call, not an actual client, because when actual clients, you need to get permission. This is a sample call. This is what we do in the Hustle Challenge, which is part of the Virtual Assistant Bootcamp. So if you enroll, then you can also get this as well. Yung practice sessions. And if you have a friend, you can also practice, even if you have a friend that you can practice with. Okay, so always prepare before your interviews. Okay, study and learn the skills or software in the job post if you don't know them. You don't need to know more than what's listed in the job post, and you shouldn't know less. You should know parang what's there. Kasi yun naman kailangan ni client. Like, in the call earlier, you saw the client asked something na parang wala sa job posting. Do you have experience in e-commerce? Or even if it was there, but the freelancer was able to answer very well. You Google the common interview questions as well, and we have blog posts about it in our VA Bootcamp blog. Very important. Don't pretend to know something that you don't know. Okay? Clients can tell when you pretend. Diba? Sometimes we have those friends now you talk about, have you seen recent movie like yung Avengers, diba? You talk about Avengers, and then you have one friend na parang who wants to fit in and says, gusto ko yan si Spider-Man, and then parang you can tell na he didn't watch it, diba? Do you have a friend like that? Parang, or kahit hindi friend, parang do you have an acquaintance like that na who likes parang just to fit in, will pretend to know something, and you can tell, diba? So clients can also tell if you're lying and if you pretend to know something that you don't know. So clients can tell. Be honest with clients. Very, very important. Okay, now moving forward, how do you receive payments from online clients? So there are a couple of payment methods in which you can receive payments from clients. in Upwork, we have what you call a local funds transfer and PayPal and other payment methods, but these are the main two. In other platforms, usually PayPal is the most common one. Now, itong local fund transfer, this is offered in Upwork. I'm not sure. When I'm doing freelancing, Upwork lang is the one offering local funds transfer. Now I don't think there are other freelance platforms that offer local funds transfer. But every freelance platform offers PayPal. It's the most universal. When it comes to payment methods, when it comes to online funds transfer with Upwork, these are the banks na are certified sa funds transfer. These are some of the banks. There are also others, but the big ones, BPI, BDO, Standard Chartered Bank, that they don't charge fees when you transfer to these accounts. Other accounts, they might charge a fee. Depends on the bank. Okay. The second payment method, the most common payment method, is PayPal. So I've been a user with PayPal for more than 10 years, and I can tell you they're one of the safest and most widely accepted payment processors online. When working directly with foreign clients, PayPal is trusted, PayPal is preferred. You can do international transfers. Clients can send you money via PayPal and you can transfer it to your account. You can send invoices directly, and you can send them a pay me link so that they can pay you easily. If you don't have an account, it's free lang naman. My recommendation is to sign up for a free account at paypal.com. It'll just take I think 10-15 minutes for you to sign up for an account so that you're ready when clients want to give you money. Right? Okay. Now, moving forward, common scams and how to avoid them. Okay. So when we're new in the freelancing world, one of the most probably one of the scariest things is yung mga scams. And there really are scams online. I'm just going through these comments again. But ang daming good comments and I can't miss them. Can be used cell phone. Yumi's question earlier pala. In interview, can we also use cell phone or need internet cafe if you don't have webcam? You can use a cell phone. I think I mentioned this earlier. You can just use your cell phone as long as you have yung headset, even if the headset that comes free with your cell phone. Alegna, naka-idea ako sa shared interview. Good thing there's a VA bootcamp to back us up, even when we don't have experience, but we are trained. And we are trained by experienced, well-trained coaches. So that comes in the VA bootcamp. Yes, yung mamarunong. Yeah, that's what you call it. Yung mamarunong. You can tell that they nagmamarunong lang sila. I can't say it properly. Okay. Yeah, PayPal.com is where you sign up for that free account. All right. Let me go over this other comment here. Paano ba ma-process ng payment if foreign monetary ibinibayad? Will it automatically be changed to Philippine peso? Good question, Geraldine. The most common ito is PayPal. PayPal. What PayPal basically does is it gets money from, let's say, people in the US or people in Canada, and it can transfer international. That's one of parang the main features of PayPal. Sila na mag-convert into Philippine peso. So, it's very useful for international transactions, mga kasi diba, they can't do BDO bank deposits. They can, but it's very hard to do so. So, PayPal is the parang nasa middle that will help with the transfers and help with the parang yung deposits and so on. May requirements po ba needed to sign up at PayPal? You need to have a bank account and ID. I think ID and bank account ID and bank account yung main requirements ng PayPal when you're signing up for a personal account. So it's very easy to do that, and you have to have a bank account to get money. Pero you need ng card to sign up PayPal, so right? You don't need a debit card or a credit card. You just need a bank account. But if you're buying things, if you're buying things, you can actually get from your bank account as well. Okay. So moving on, we still have a lot to cover for today. So let's move forward. So common scams and how to avoid them. There are several common scams. The first recommendation when it comes to scams is never pay for anything to get a job. Okay, if the client the client asks you to pay like a security deposit or training bond or any kind of fees before you get hired, stay away and don't even think about sending payment. But if they ask you to pay like $20 processing fee or software fee, mga ganun, never pay for things like that. This is like 99% of the time it's a scam. No legit client will ask you to pay itong fees. If there are fees, the client is the one who should be paying for them. If yung mga software and mga ganun, the client is the one who should be paying for them. You shouldn't have to pay anything. Never install any suspicious exe files. And yeah, we have some of our staff members answering questions in the comments. So thank you guys for answering the questions. Okay, never install any suspicious .exe files. So when any kind of suspicious files, don't install them on your computer. If some clients require you to install exe files or install something on your computer, or they ask you to click on links that automatically download something, stop and then ask what it's for. Make sure that it's a legitimate software. Okay? It's rare that clients ask you to install something kasi most of the time online na lahat ng tools. But if they do, you want to make sure it's legitimate software and it's from the actual official website. Okay? If it's suspicious, baka they might be trying to steal your personal data on your computer, which is very scary then. Never upload IDs, passports, utility bills, or anything that has sensitive information. Identity theft it happens nowadays. Even in the Philippines, identity theft happens na people will pretend to be you because they have the information, they have your address, they have your passport number, your driver's license number, and so on. And they see your signature, like even in your passport, it has your signature, so they can go to the bank and then, forge your signature and things like that. It happens nowadays. Okay? Some people will try to steal your information and steal money from you. And they can do that when you upload mga personal information. If ever you do, pwede mo silang i-blur yung sensitive information, like yung signature mo, your passport number, your address. You can blur these things out. Only send things if they are required talaga. Okay, next, never share your online banking or PayPal logins. This is important. If they need to send you money sa PayPal, they shouldn't need your password. All they need is your email address. If they get your password, they can withdraw from your account. Very important. Even if you don't have funds to PayPal, they can withdraw from your bank account. So be very careful. Don't share your banking information, your PayPal logins. I've even seen lately yung Facebook. Some people are paying for people to log into Facebook. Even that, don't do that as well. Okay? Never share your passwords with a client unless you are 100% very clear on what it's for and parang it's legit naman. Okay, and lastly, never do any sample work for free. Okay, I've heard several stories where freelancers do sample works for potential clients, and then they're told na parang I don't like the work, I won't pay for it, and then the client will be able to use the output. If a client wants proof of your skills, you should be able to show them your portfolio. We talked about this in week 2 ata. You should be able to show them your portfolio. Sample works na parang it's not made specifically for that client. Don't give free work to them. Samples mo na which were made for, yung general samples mo sa portfolio mo. So instead of doing free work for a client, you can say something like, I'd love to help you with, let's say, your logo, but there's a market value for my time and services. Therefore, I will not start any task without a customary contract in place. Please review my profile for my rates and feel free to ask any questions you might have. Have a great day. Friendly pa rin, di ba? It's very friendly, very polite, but you're telling the client that you won't work for free. Okay, and also, lastly, when receiving payments, receive them with PayPal, or if you're in the Upwork system, receive payments within Upwork, or PayPal is also a safe place to receive payments. All right, it's already 8 o'clock. We covered a lot of things today. I need to drink water. Whew. So asking, what questions do you guys have? And this is what we covered today. Okay, this review. Let me get some Strepsils. Okay, let me take a short break, guys. Okay, lang. Because I've been talking for a while. And tomorrow I'm doing a 3-hour workshop, so it's gonna be very. I hope I don't lose my voice tonight. This is what we covered today. You can see them there. And let's see what questions you guys have. Yung mga PayPal questions, I won't answer them. I know there are a lot of PayPal questions here, but we don't really have time to answer these. We can actually answer them separately. We have a blog post about scams here as well. Thank you for posting that. Okay. All right. Now, my recommendation is to join our Facebook group. Who's a member of the Facebook group here? Okay. And who's not a member? Let me know if you're not a member or if you are a member. If you're not a member yet, please join our Facebook group where you're going to get more informational topics and videos. We provide a lot of free information here, a lot of free support here as well. And just to remind you guys, I know there were some questions we didn't answer. I'm sorry, guys. We only have 1 hour in this free webinar. Actually, we're past the 1 hour, but we can only squeeze in the highlights about freelancing. If you want yung step-by-step detailed guidance, where we have spoon feeding, we have yung practice calls, yung practice cover letters, and you get feedback and all that. We have that in our virtual assistant bootcamp. This is our paid training. Okay, this is our paid training, and hundreds of our members nakakatrabaho na sila with what they learned in the bootcamp. So if you're financially ready, the VA bootcamp will teach you the skills you need in step-by-step focused lessons. You're gonna get assignments, portfolio building, yung hustle challenge. You're gonna get a community to support you in your journey, support chat group. You're gonna get your questions answered, and a lot more. We teach you the best practices, and you have that community, you have that support, you have that feedback to get you hired for your first online job. So I highly recommend it. Once again, hundreds of our students. This is just a picture of some of our students who joined the Hustle Challenge, and we give t-shirts then over in vabootcamp.ph. Who's a student here? Raise your hand if you're a student. Give a thumbs up if you're a student. These are some of the things that we cover in the VA Bootcamp: data entry, transcription, email management, some of the skills that you're going to learn: internet research, office application, social media management, schedule management, website updates, e-commerce management, and other skills and best practices as well. And in our complete package, which is the more expensive package, we include everything. Like these skills here are taught in our accelerated package, which is yung parang beginner's package namin, is the VA Bootcamp Accelerated. And then the VA Bootcamp Complete includes these trainings as well: SEO, web design, email marketing, content marketing, bookkeeping, and Facebook advertising. Now, a special announcement for everyone attending this free training: you're actually gonna get special discounts. So don't enroll right now. I'm gonna give you a special discount. Wait lang sandali. I'll give you a special discount because you attended this free training. Okay, so just wait for a few moments. Now, I've shown you these testimonials before, so I won't read this now. instead, let's read. Let's go over a post. I'll let you listen to an interview from 2 days ago in our students group. Okay, so this isn't the actual person who gave the testimonial, but yeah, I'll just play this here. So this is one of our recent testimonials, and I'll play an audio recording, hindi yung actual speaker. Ha? Okay, wait lang. Let me make sure that the audio. Ayan.
First, I want to say thank you to Sir Jason Dulay, Ms. Holly Okaya, Ma'am Ana Soriano, Sir LJ Jose, Sir Phoenix Jackson, Ma'am Bong Isleta, Ms. Hania Duque, Ms. Bebe Lansangan, my co-October hustlers, and everybody here in the VA Bootcamp and Flip who inspired me in every way. I am a full-time housewife for 12 years now. I was thinking, I'm worthless because in my mind, why did I have to go to school for how many years and ended up just at home doing the dishes, laundry, cleaning the house, and not working? Don't get me wrong, I love being with my kids and doing these things, but somehow, you get the feeling that you are worthless in some way. Sabi ng mama ko, palakihin mo muna yung mga anak mo bago ka magtrabaho ulit. Parang mapapaisip ka kung ano na nangyari sa karir ko. Makakapagtrabaho pa kaya ako after lumaki na ang mga anak ko? So, November of 2017, I saw the opportunity to work from home. At that time, I had a limited budget, but still, I decided to enroll in the VA Bootcamp. During the lessons, I felt happy because there was a sense of fulfillment on my part, especially when I was making my assignments and passing the quizzes. It was something productive to me. So February 2018, I got my virtual assistant certificate. Hindi ako nag-apply agad ng work kasi feeling ko marami pa akong dapat malaman. Nagtagal ako sa paggawa ng profiles ko sa iba't ibang platforms. So, nag-try ako nag-apply ng few times pero parang feeling ko may kulang. Nakikita ko na yung post na Hustle Challenge pero sinabi ko sa sarili ko, ano yun? Yun pala, yun yung lesson na na-overlook ko na dapat babalikan ko. Pero hindi ko ginawa at di ko in-apply agad yung natutunan ko sa bootcamp. For how many months, I procrastinated and spent my time watching Korean novelas because those were my anti-stress thing. It was August when I diligently watched Flip Chat and Chill and Just Success. I was inspired by their stories and achievements. August din nung unang nakita ko na may guided hustle challenge. Gusto kong sumali pero di ko na masyadong confident at maraming iniisip na kesyo baka nakakahiya or baka mapahiya lang ako. Maraming baka. September nung nag-DIY hustle challenge ako pero walang nangyari. I joined the October Hustle Challenge last minute pa kasi sabi ko sa sarili ko, bahala na pero pipilitin kong kakayanin. Kasi inisip ko, di ako mag-join ngayon sa Hustle Challenge, wala na talagang mayayari sa akin. I have dreams too. I got my first client in the 3rd week of October, but it got the best of me. I've got the first taste of freelancing. I got overwhelmed and I was overthinking. Tama kaya itong ginawa ko? Bakit parang ang bagal kong gumawa ng task? Baga i-fire na ako ni client. And it did happen. My client ended my contract too soon. Natapos na ang hustle challenge pero wala pa akong nahanap ulit na client and nag-hustle pa rin ako. Sa totoo lang, hinaharap ko yung pressure sa paggawa ng cover letters during the hustle. This training that I've got during the hustle challenge was very useful, not only the training itself, but the camaraderie of all the people in it that I appreciate very much. So yesterday, I've been hired. Yay! And continuously receiving replies to some prospective clients. Don't know if I can handle them all. So don't hesitate to join if there is an opportunity for Guided Hustle Challenge because it will really mold you into something great. I know that this is just the beginning of my freelancing journey and there will be ups and downs, but we'll get through it. Thank you very much from the bottom of my heart, VA Bootcamp family. More power and God bless.
Okay, so that was from Jerica. Thank you, Jerica. I didn't see her here. Thank you, Jerica, for sharing this. And as you can see, the Hustle Challenge worked for her. And the latest news, in last week, she got another job offer and she got 2 new candidates. That was last Tuesday and Wednesday. So we're very proud of you, Jerica. She shared this in our group in our students group as well. It's very inspiring. You've inspired a lot of people, and this is the kind of community we have in the virtual assistant bootcamp. This is the kind of support, and we really do everything in our power to get you hired for your first job. As long as you follow the steps and do your part, we will do everything we can to get you hired. Yung iba kasi yung iba, they want to get hired, pero they don't want the effort that comes with it. It takes effort, but the effort is worth it. It's not easy, but it's definitely worth it. Let me see here. Ka-voice niya si Kusina Chef. Baka iisa lang siya. I don't know who's Kusina Chef. Anyway, moving forward. Also, if you want to read more testimonials, if you Google VA Bootcamp testimonials, we're very proud to say now a lot of our students have very long testimonials and raves about the VA Bootcamp. We can't read them all kasi we're actually over time ng konti. We can't read them all kasi mabutan tayo ng bukas. But feel free to read the VA Bootcamp testimonials. Itong by Jason Dulay. There's another VA Bootcamp din, pero it's for foreigners. Pang foreigner siya. So not that one. The one na local sa Filipinos. I think you can tell the difference naman. Kasi the one for foreigners is actually done by a white, I shouldn't say white lady. Hindi naman white lady. A white woman. A blonde woman. Okay. Sorry. Also, hindi siya white lady. Okay. Sorry, guys. Anyway, yes, the discount. A lot of you guys are asking about the discount. Now, so for all webinar attendees, you will get a special 15% discount on the accelerated package. So if you make the full payment, it's $679,150 instead of $7,990. $679,150. You save almost 1,200 pesos. If you do the installment, instead of paying $2,990 every 15 days, you'll pay $2,541.50 every 15 days. So almost 500 pesos of savings per installment, and this is just for the webinar attendees. So complete package, we have a similar discount as well, where you save 3,000 pesos of full payment or mga 1,050 for every installment. If you're a beginner, if you're a newbie, personally, I know that we can charge you higher as a complete package, but if you're a beginner, my recommendation is to start muna sa accelerated package. Yung complete package is for more of those who have a focus and want to choose their specialization. And once you get experience, then you can parang upgrade for that. Oh, is my video still working? Oh, my video died. But okay, I'm almost done with this here. Now, spending you can't see me anymore, but I'm still here, guys. My video just died. Spending $679,150 to learn the skills that could help you earn 20,000 pesos per month while working from home is a no-brainer. It really is a great investment. But wait, there's more. There's more. You're not just getting the 15% discount. You will also get, if you're one of the first 20 full payments. Okay, let me share with you while I get itong backup camera up here. Teka lang ha, pa-suspense ng konti. Wait, where is that? Okay, may suspense pa. Oh. Ayan. Okay, I'm here. I'm back. Let me make it bigger. Okay, for the first 20 full payments, what do you get? The first 20 full payments, drum rolling kanina. You will get welcome swag. So, what is the welcome swag? You will get a t-shirt, a sticker, and a pin. We will ship this to you for free. This is the full payments, okay? Hindi yung installments. If you make from today or from right now, if you're one of the first 20 who makes a full payment, you will get a welcome kit, which includes this swag sent to you for free. Shipping is totally free as well. We're supposed to announce this on Monday for all those that enroll, but you guys, of course, you get first pick because you're special. You attended the free webinar. So for every full payment, including yung discount. Okay, so you don't need to pay yung 7,990 for accelerated. You pay 679,150 for accelerated. If you're one of the first 20, you get the welcome swag, or if you get the complete, which will be 16,99,150, you'll get this welcome swag, and you will also get a 15-minute one-on-one coaching call with me or with Anna. So your choice who you want to talk to, myself, Jason Dulay, or Anna Soriano. This is very valuable for coaching calls. We charge a lot of money for this. So you're going to get this for free if you're one of the first 20 to make a full payment. Yeah, my face is so bright with this camera. So I'll turn off the lights here a little bit. Hopefully that helps. Sorry guys. Ang dilim naman. Wait. Okay. Anyway, sorry guys. Now we're playing with the lights. Here we go. So also don't forget to claim your certificate, guys. I know you stayed on because you want to get the attendance. So don't forget to claim your certificate. It's over at vabootcamp.ph/webby4. Fill in the attendance sheet, and we're going to send you your certificate of completion and your copy of the Freelancing Toolkit. Once again, if you get the 15% discount, and you get the 15% discount, that will expire for the first 20 full payments. You're gonna get the welcome kit, but the discount will expire on December 15. Okay, the discount will expire on that date, so you have until December 15 to enroll. But if you're one of the first 20 to enroll, you get the welcome kit as well as the free 15-minute coaching call with myself or Anna Soriano. Okay. All right. If you're, we see some people who wanted to upgrade. If you're a current student and want to upgrade, we're gonna announce something on Monday, so just wait for that as well. Okay. Tomorrow you will receive a special. You'll receive a special link with the reminder. Wait, let me just ask here. With the reminder about how you can enroll with the to get the discount. You're also going to receive your certificate and your toolkit next week. We're going to email them to you. We still need to prepare the certificates, so hindi immediate yung certificates. We're going to email them to you next week. Okay, guys, let's see. Yeah, no more webinars next week. It's been actually very tiring. But we do have actually live. I'm here in Manila, so I'm doing several live workshops while I'm here. Tomorrow, I'll be doing one in Makati. Well, the others are just meetups. But tomorrow, I'm doing a live workshop in Makati in A Space at at A Space at 2 p.m. Talking about the work and life balance. Next week, next Saturday, we'll be in the Flip Tarlac meetup, and then the Saturday after that, we'll be in the Flip Laguna meetup. So very, very busy while we're here. Also on the December the 7th, we have our VA Bootcamp Christmas party, the student Christmas party. If you're a student, I really want to see you there. Don't forget to register. I'm not sure how many, because I limited lang yung seats. I'm not sure how many seats we have left, but we still have some. I know it's still open, but first come, first serve. If you're too late, then you can't join the Christmas party because the venue only has a specific number of seats. I'm sorry. For those that are asking how to get the discount, you can enroll. I'll email it to you tomorrow, but you can enroll with the coupon code webinar15. Okay, we can type that in the comments as well. But the coupon code webinar15, you can enroll starting right now. If you want to be one of the first 20, if you want to be sure that you get, where's the picture? The welcome kit, t-shirt, sticker, pin, and get the 15-minute coaching call with me or Anna, you can enroll with the coupon code webinar15. Okay, WEBINAR15. All right. Okay. Don't forget to fill in the attendance sheet, guys. to get so that you'll get your certificate in Freelancing Toolkit. And even if you didn't fill in the other weeks, if you didn't attend the other weeks, still please fill in the attendance sheet because we'll still send you something special. Thank you everybody for attending. If you're coming to the workshop tomorrow, I will see you tomorrow. And otherwise, talk to you again soon in future webinars. Bye.